Inferno spaz on this motherfucker.
Welcome to the Purple Pill Podcast. I'm with my co-host Darren. I'm with my co-host LA. How y'all doing today?
Glad to be alive, man.
Yeah, it's less cold today, but it's still snow on the ground. I'm doing better.
That's good.
Spring
Well, this is episode 7 and nothing was the same. Darren, what's going on in Texas?
Oh man, y'all seen this in Texas, right? I mean, everybody's seen what's going on in Texas if you're really paying attention. But my God, bro, man, there's so much about it. Look, so first off, in Texas, they don't got the insulation for the houses, so their pipes was bursting and stuff. So everybody got flood damage, and their flood damage is really like freezing inside their house at the same time. It makes no sense. Like, it makes sense, but that's because they don't have insulation. But then on top of that, their power is going out. And I guess somebody said that they broke off from the national power grid I don't know how long ago, but I guess they broke off from like the rest of America's power grid. And
That seems like something Texas would do.
Doesn't it? Like, for real. So when I heard that, I was like, okay. And I guess they're paying the cost right now, and I guess their power people, the people who control their power, is sending it to certain neighborhoods, and certain neighborhoods ain't getting it, and then the ones that are getting it, their electricity bill is through the roof because once again they don't got insulation. They got to keep their house warm somehow, so they're just the heat.
Sound like cost and demand to me.
You say what?
Sound like cost and demand to me. Or
Cost and demand.
whatever they call it.
Supply and demand?
Supply and demand. I say cost and demand.
Yeah, but during like what would you, I don't know if you call it a natural disaster, but like a disaster like this, to try to profit off something like this is kind of gross.
Well, I mean, then FEMA should step in and cover those costs, right? Sounds like how it's
we'll
supposed to
see.
go down.
We'll see what happens, but
Especially during a pandemic. Think about that.
Well, FEMA should come in and help out, right? Give your bill to FEMA. FEMA will take care of it. Boom, simple, solved. We'll pay that shit off in the next 10 years.
yeah.
How much of Texas does it even cover?
The thing is, it's not even just Texas though. It's
Not? I didn't know that.
I got a girl I went to middle school with. I just saw on her Facebook that I think she lives in Arkansas, but she wasn't at her house. And somebody was watching her house, came in and saw the flood damage. Like, it was like walking through her house, just saw the flood damage.
Oh.
So it's the South in general, but at the same time,
And they're not prepared for snow.
me personally, I'm trying to figure out how I can start an insulation business and get down there by the springtime, because they like. I don't think this is the last time that the South is going to get snow.
No.
Am I wrong?
I got family down there in El Paso, and they said like their car wasn't starting. Like, it was cool. It wasn't no crazy shit, but it was just cold. Like, they didn't have jackets. They wasn't ready for it.
Yeah.
They just wasn't ready.
Yeah, they're not built for it like we are. We're like literally our infrastructure is built to handle this type of shit. We have like snow trucks and shit. They don't got that shit.
But that's something that we pay for in taxes, that we have that salt. That salt is something that we know in taxes that we need. Like, we need salt on our streets. They don't. I'm pretty sure. Like,
They don't have as much. No,
you don't need salt. Yeah. And bro, the accident, like the first day of the snow actually was accidents. Before we even get to the actually power outages and stuff, it was the accidents. It was bad. Like, it was
People
bad.
have never driven in snow. They lived down there for 40 years.
Bro, not only that, but I thought about that myself. But imagine not driving in it your whole life, and then not having no salt trucks, no plow trucks to help out. Even us that know how to drive in it.
Fuck that.
Yeah, even us that know how to drive in it will be like, all right,
There's no way.
There's no way that we're going to get there too. So it's hard for me to eat. Like, I get the fact that they never drove in it, but it's also, yes, your state kind of failed you, but at the same time, you don't know that.
I mean,
and even then,
They didn't fail them though. It's just like they're not prepared. They're not supposed to get snow like that.
You can only have an emergency reserve for so long. How many years has it been since they've gotten any amount of snow like this? How many decades has it been? That would have been public resources wasted for decades for one.
Bro, think about this. I remember a couple years ago when Atlanta got snow, and they literally got like an inch of snow, and they had to shut down everything.
It's done.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah. and they don't know. Like
They're not prepared for it.
I feel like with an inch of snow, it's not too much that like you don't really need the plow trucks too much to know how to drive in that.
But
They don't got shovels though.
You guys don't have.
They don't got saw. Niggas, bro, Darren, niggas were using like
It'll
people
freeze
driving.
overnight.
Well, yeah, if it's overnight, then yeah, it's a problem.
In the morning,
Overnight's
the
a
kids
problem.
can't get to school, and it's a wrap.
Overnight is a problem. I get that. But if it's like daytime,
And like the
You
type
gotta
of
shoot.
roads that they have down there are different roads than we have up here.
I
Our roads are
completely
made for winter. Their roads are not made for that shit. Like if the snow's on there and freezes, that part of the road is gone.
yeah.
Like
I felt sorry for the people that was clowning them at the beginning. That was like, man, y'all just not built for it. And then when the power started going out and their pipes started freezing, you could tell like, nah, the whole tone started switching, being like, it's y'all just not
different,
built for it. Y'all state isn't built for it.
It's
It's
not
not.
Darren, they were using table salt. They thought they could use table salt.
they tried. Somebody was getting rich on
They had to
Facebook
try
Marketplace.
Yeah, they had to try something. Somebody is getting rich. What'd you say?
You know
about
who it
Jerry
is?
Jones?
Jerry Jones. That's who's getting rich.
Who was
Owner
this?
of the Dallas Cowboys.
He's getting rich off of it. How?
They said he's making millions of dollars off this
How?
shit. I gotta go find the article. But apparently he owns like a what'd you call it? A heating company, or because of like fossil
Energy.
fuels or something.
Yeah, I think it's oil or energy company, some type. Yeah.
Yeah, some type of energy company, and it has to do with
The
fossil
rich get
fuels.
richer.
So he's getting crazy rich off of it.
Bruh. And
When the rich get richer,
my question is, when is it going to stop?
the snowstorm.
Kick this
When are they going to get back to normal in general?
Shit, Darren, the way the world works, and I don't know, like depending on your like view on global warming. I don't want to say never, but it's gonna be bad.
I'm
It's gonna be
talking about
bad.
when are people going to get their power back and stuff like that?
I don't know.
You know,
They got to get people out there for that.
Yeah. I think.
And once again, like we said, it's gonna be really hard to drive out there.
Was it their governor on top of it? I think I don't know. I don't want to name the person for sure if I don't know him, but I think he left the state and was with his family in, I want to say somewhere in Mexico or somewhere like that, somewhere in like South America, not South America, somewhere down south, further south than Texas, and he's the governor. And while this whole stuff is happening, he's doing that.
That seems that might be the smartest move he probably ever made in his life.
To leave the
What is he gonna do? Be stuck in his house too? Cold as shit?
Nah, bro. Nah, you know what's so funny though? That governor, he said, I guess it was a tweet from a long time ago. I guess he said, I will not believe in global warming until Texas freezes over.
That's funny.
Somebody pulled up the tweet. I was like, get out of here, dog.
Look
That's
what
funny.
happens.
Yeah.
Texas don't froze over.
Like, do you believe it now, or you just still good with it? That's funny. But he left. I can't believe he left the state before. I mean,
Hey, bro,
I mean,
if you don't believe in global warming now, shit, I don't know what to tell you.
If we're just gonna continue going backwards at that point. Yeah.
Al Gore was right. Imagine that. All crazy shit he done been right about.
I think. But do you think they're gonna get snow next year?
Who, Texas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's getting snow. The
You think
world's
it's just
freezing,
going
bro.
forward?
Everything's getting snow.
I think so. I think so too.
I don't think it's gonna be consistent. Maybe like for 4 or 5 years from now, we have like another bad snowstorm hit America. But I don't think it's gonna be like consistent. I don't think you should expect it every single winter.
Unless everybody get this COVID vaccine and we, get our shit together.
Even then, I don't know, man. Fossil fuels, people back on the road.
That's what I'm saying. That'll cause it to warm back up again. Because the Earth is trying to cool shit down.
Like, oh, y'all gave me the perfect time. Perfect time.
All she needed was time and opportunity.
Yeah.
But when I was talking with my cousins, I was like, so y'all good? What's going on down there? Is the roads crazy? He's like, I got a truck, so I'm cool. And being from Baltimore, they know how the snow works, so that was cool down there. But like grandma was like, they canceled school, so I'm cool. She a teacher, shit.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
cool.
I'm good, yeah.
She's like, it's another day in the hood for me, mother.
Just another day.
She went and got her some more Newports.
Man, I feel sorry for the people who did get affected, though, man.
It was cool though.
it's kind of bad out there for them.
But like, you know how when we get like blizzards here, where it's like a level 4 snowstorm, even though those don't exist. But like the real boy, you can't open your front door.
Yeah.
Like those shits are scary. Like niggas, like I got questions about like where do the homeless people go? Where are all these stray cats hiding?
That's a real
I got a lot of questions. Where are all the spiders when this shit happens?
They're
Because these
dead.
niggas do not die. I see spiders every day.
Listen, we go down to the core of the earth.
Somewhere they
We
gotta
have
be
these
going
holes.
somewhere.
No, honestly, bro, they probably just hide in people's houses,
Every spider
Attics.
goes in somebody's houses.
basements,
So-
stuff like that.
They just repopulate every spring and generate all the spiders you see in the world every year.
Yeah, when you think about it, like if you think about it, like I don't know how spiders work, but if you think about it, if they go into inside during the winter, then like when it comes hot out, start mating again during like spring and stuff, like bees and like all
I'm
these
killing
other
every
animals.
spider I see, bro. There's not that many spiders in the house.
Maybe.
Surprised.
I don't know, because you know spiders. They say spiders be crawling in your ears at night. Like
Shut up.
1 out of 6 spiders crawl in your
That's
ears at night,
I
disgusting.
mean, that happens, but
and you have like no, and you will have no idea.
they
I
say-
will know.
Yeah, I feel like I would know. I would hope I would know.
And they can plant eggs in your ear and shit.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking horror
That's
story.
yeah,
Shut
so
up. What's
stop.
wrong with you?
Stop.
It's not even close to Halloween.
Stop. Yeah, save this for October.
Can you imagine though?
No. Oh god.
I was cutting my
What
whole
if you
ear
didn't
off.
know and they hatched? Like one day you just in the middle of like, oh,
So my brother's a martial arts teacher or something like that.
No.
It happened to him.
No.
Something like that, or it might have been his friend or something. I don't remember.
Out?
He said it like went in his ear and planted eggs, and he had to like go to like the doctor to get it out.
Yo, you just couldn't hear
I've been
nothing?
traumatized for life.
No, he said he felt something was weird. He just couldn't figure it out, so he went to the doctor,
Oh,
and they had to scrape out the eggs.
been traumatized for life.
Oh my
care.
god.
Like you don't become normal after that. There's no normal after that, right?
No, I'd
Yeah.
be traumatized.
Yeah,
You can't
no
touch my
good.
ears ever.
You're good on that.
And you know how dogs be trying to lick your ears? I'll put your dog down.
Get this.
Trying to put eggs in my ears.
No,
Oh.
They say that you never like more than 5 feet or 6 feet away from a spider at a time.
Really?
I think that's like the fact of it. Like
Thank God I'm
There's
about
so
to go
many.
get my CCW. I'm about to shoot every spider I see.
every spider.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gonna sign up for the class?
I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna
Rob,
try
you
to
signing
get
up
in
for the class? You getting your
What class?
CCWs? We getting our CCWs in April.
Something to carry, concealed carry.
there.
You
Yeah.
got it.
Actually, bro, that actually sounds really. I actually kind of want to do that. I don't know if I want to like buy a gun, but I probably want to get my concealed carry license.
Well,
That
what
seems
you
like
gonna-
actually kind of
what
fun.
are
You have to actually go to
concealed?
classes and shit. Can I do that
Yeah,
shit
you-
online?
It's a 1-day class. It's 9 hours.
Oh,
That's bullshit. I
Well,
don't
it's
wanna do
8
that shit.
hours with the lunch. So
Oh,
I
gotcha.
assume that's 9 hours, right?
got you.
Bro, I'm not standing in one place for 8 hours. That's retarded.
Well, I mean, you're going to a classroom for like it's like an hour. You get a break. You get an hour. You get a break. Hour. Then you take lunch.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I'm gonna be lit the entire time.
Yeah.
Well, you can't smell, but you can be lit. So like, you just gotta hit the dab, take a shower, then you can go there. Just telling you got low eyes or some shit. And then after lunch, you do 4 hours of in the range shooting with your pistol. They show you like every tactical grip, like how to shoot from the hip. They show you like gun holster safety.
That's actually kind of cool.
They give you you take a lot of classes, and then
Did they teach you how to hold it sideways?
I mean, if you really get the right instructor, you know.
I do not need to know that.
Ah.
Unless I'm doing like John Wick. Like,
John-
around the corner and shit.
Nah, I was just gonna be on my
God.
boondock shit.
I don't know, but they give you like the whole safety class. That way, you get your certificate, and then you can go to the sheriff's office.
That'd be pretty cool. I think my mom has hers because, like, I know she told me I gotta like read a certain thing off to the police if I get pulled over now.
Yeah.
I gotta be like blah 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 blah. Concealed to carry. I don't have the gun. There's no gun in the car, but there's no gun in the car though. But we have like our concealed to carry license. I gotta say that, or I can get like in a lot of trouble.
That's why I'm carrying. When I get mine, it's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna it's just gonna be a sticker on my windshield. Be like, this is what it is. You read it. You pulled me over. You had time to read it.
Look, look. Everybody needs it for their protection, right?
Bro, I
So
think every
just-
black person should have a gun,
Exactly.
at least
Dude,
one.
Listen to this. Dude in
From the-
Chicago. My fault.
Ooh, go ahead.
Dude in Chicago. He was like I guess he had a bank deposit at Bank of America or something. So he's at the bank, and he's describing the story anyway. And he's say he put his money in, then like he's putting his money in, and all of a sudden, like two dudes with ski masks tried to get into the Bank of America. Now the thing about it is you gotta use your card to get in, right? So I guess they didn't have a card or whatever. So they're just trying to get in. And dude like open the door and he sees the gun, and he's like, "Nah, let me finish my deposit." So he finishes deposit. And dude, one of them go like disappear, I guess, and the other one's still by the door. And I guess like before he was about to walk out, he like, "Look, I'm showing you what it is." Like he pulled out his gun. He's like, "Look, I'm showing you what it is. So let you know, bro. If you keep on trying this, you gonna
get shot.
Yeah, like either you gonna die, or we both gonna get shot. Like there's no just me getting shot in this situation." So
wait, what are you talking about? What happened? He robbed some guy? He robbed a bank?
Nah.
It was on the other side of the door trying to get into the bank.
Yeah.
And this dude had his concealed and carry, so he showed him the gun. Like, bro, if y'all get in here on this trash, just so you know, I'm shooting you.
Yeah.
Oh, what was this at?
This was Chicago, I guess. But he got out and walked out to his car, and he saw the other dude that walked away from it all was in his car. And he just drove away from the situation. Like, long story short, but everybody needs their concealed carry. Times is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I think you can arguably make a law. I think we could arguably talk to somebody about making a law where every American household has at least one gun.
I mean, it's already,
or at least you have to like put on like something
see,
that you would deny your gun.
See,
you have to deny it or something.
No.
There's nothing. Well, unless you're a felon.
You're not. Well, yeah, but you have the right to carry. It's your Second Amendment, right? So
it's a state thing.
Well, no. Well, you can have a gun. People can have a gun to protect their house. There's no question about that. It don't matter. It don't matter where you are in America.
Is Ohio open carry?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You can have your gun on your hip. It's just that it got to be shown. Like everybody got to be able to see that you got a gun on your hip. That's why, for example, I don't know. Y'all ever been out in the country in Ohio and seen like a country guy with a gun? Doesn't mean you guys could like carry concealed. It just means he actually got his gun right there on his hip.
That's his shit.
Yeah.
I thought you didn't have to conceal your weapon in Ohio.
You don't open carry.
You can't conceal. You can't just conceal it unless you got your CCWs.
Okay, because I saw this guy walking the curb one time with his gun.
Yeah,
you can do whatever.
Yeah. Well, unless the premises say you can't have a gun there, but
even when you got your CCWs. When you get CCWs, it's hidden, so nobody's supposed to see it.
Unless some shit really pops out where somebody's trying to shoot you or your life is in threat in there, and you got your shit. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
Yeah, you shouldn't be problematic burgers, but it's good to be strapped. Especially, my cousin got his car stolen at the beginning of the year at the gas station. So, who knows?
Got his car stolen? That's tough. I don't know what to do. I'll be sad as fuck.
Well, he wasn't happy, I'll tell you that.
It's happening a lot, bro. It's happening a lot lately. My biggest question is, how do everybody know where to take a car to get money for it?
I don't think that's what happens, though. I think people just steal the car and then they get like, fuck, what do I do with the car? They just throw it somewhere.
Dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna risk my freedom, I'm making money off of that bitch.
How many of those people actually get caught, though?
Not too many of them, but if I'm
probably a decent amount.
It's still that you can.
I don't think criminals are as smart as you're trying to make them out to be.
But you're still risking it. That's my whole point.
If you're stealing a vehicle, a multi-$1,000 item from some place where it is heavily cameraed, and you have no game plan, that's a problem. You shouldn't be doing that.
I'm risking my freedom for no money. I'm good.
You're risking it for nothing.
I'm good.
It's not like you know.
I don't know, bro. Would you risk your freedom for money?
How much money?
That's what we're talking about now. Now we're talking about money.
I'm talking about just risking it.
It depends on how much.
For $1 million, would you risk your freedom?
$1 million is not enough, though.
For a 50-50 chance?
$1 million is
50-50 chance. No. Like, what? So many other things come.
$800 million.
How many years am I about to do for this?
For life,
Grand Theft Auto?
I need at least $100 million.
That's a felony, dog. You can't vote again. You're basically you're gonna be a slave for the next 25 years of your life.
Yeah,
I need $800 million.
So how much money would it take for you to risk being a slave again?
$800 million.
My people
Enough
came too damn far.
for my family.
You feel me?
To be okay.
You said $800 million?
$800 million. If I was gonna go do some wild
Right.
Grand Theft Auto, selling all the drugs and go to jail for 25 years,
let's say
I need at least.
Let's say if you complete the mission, you get $100 million.
$800 million.
If you complete the mission, my fault, you get $800 million. If you don't and you get caught, your family get the $100 million, but you in jail. Are you still risking it?
No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if I were to go to jail and I was risking it for something, I would risk
800
for 800. It's got to be $800 million.
I don't know.
Nothing else. Like I got to be El Chapo rich. Like my generations have to be untouchable. We have to be breaded. If I'm gonna be in this fucking cage for 25 years.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Breaded.
Yeah.
Bubby's got to have 13 puppies with chains on, just like he got.
You gotta find him another Frenchie just so he can
dumb bread.
I agree.
Just for devil's advocate, that was my number. I'm not going to jail. I'm not sitting in no cell with no other nigga. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
I feel that.
I'm not jeopardizing.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I'm not snitching on you, but if it's my own freedom, I'll be the first person to tell.
This ain't for me, G.
I wasn't
I'm
there.
out. I don't know.
That's why I don't look. That's why I don't recruit me for no crime, because I'll be the first person to tell you I'm not. It's not that I'm not gonna snitch on you, but I'll be the first person to say I wasn't there, and I didn't do it, and I didn't know nothing about it.
Yeah, but we got you on camera right here.
Back in the day,
they told me about what they was gonna do, but I don't know who told me.
Darren, that's like I wasn't there. It's not gonna hold up in court, Darren.
Look, they don't got me on camera because I wasn't there. That's what I'm saying.
That's funny, man.
Like what they say with Ice Cube when he was on Friday, said they got you on box stealing. They got you on they got you on camera stealing boxes. Like, nah, bro, it wasn't me. Like, no, I ain't stealing no damn boxes. You got me fucked up. I'm good.
Just wild shit, bro. That's why you ask people, are you stupid?
Yeah.
Like you should not trying to see the light of day no more.
People just don't think things through, though. I promise you, if criminals thought more things through, they would get away with more shit. They just don't think things through, and that's why police are so good at like catching.
I think most things are reactions. That's the problem.
Crime and emotion, like emotional crimes.
Mostly emotional.
Yeah. So
like if
emotional crimes are the worst.
And think about, all right, I'm about to smooth this nigga. And then you be like, oh, but she do got a kid, so his baby mama gonna look for. Okay, I gotta smooth her out too. Oh, well, she got 3 more kids, but other baby, I gotta smooth them out.
Then it's premeditated.
Oh yeah, and then you definitely go to jail if you fuck up. But at that point, at least you think of it.
Yeah, but they would have to prove that it's premeditated.
Unless you literally go in there and slaughter people. I feel like this is terrible to say.
We over here thinking through murders.
Because like any other way of like how do you not plan it out?
I mean, every murder, I guess, is
okay. I'll give you a good one.
You gotta have
I'll give you a good one.
Know where the gun is. And
your sister's dating some dude, and she comes to you crying, saying that he hit her. What's your first reaction?
He don't gotta die, but he gotta get hurt. After
Okay.
Well, say you accidentally kill him.
That's understandable.
I would say my life wasn't threatened at that point.
Because you decided to go over to his house to fuck him up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're literally going over there.
Premeditated.
I'm getting I'm doing 5 years at most for that. What's it called? Manslaughter. Because look, I went over there, but he the one who pulled out the gun first.
And you shot him with his own gun?
I don't know, Dan. I think you should just try to hide the body.
Let's go with that. I don't know.
Let's stop talking about people.
I'm not a lawyer, but I think that's not going down.
Look, anybody that's listening to this, do not do no crimes.
Obviously, we're not good enough.
No crimes.
So.
We can't help you. We can't help you. We not lawyers. We don't know how to get you out of it. All we do is watch Power. I'm about to say that's fictional.
Right.
Bro, have you ever watched Power and just be like, damn, I think I can do this shit?
Hell,
bro, I just started watching Snowfall, and that shit get my blood going, bro.
Bro, that first episode was crazy.
I feel like an ex-drug dealer, bro. I'm like, come on, hell, bro. You got to do better than that. What's going on? When he got popped, the first time I was like, this nigga about to learn some shit. You better come out here with that jujitsu.
Damn, he got shot.
He didn't get shot. He got popped.
Man.
He's still alive, nigga. There's 3 seasons. How they gonna pop him already? He's about to get popped.
Shit, at the beginning of one season of one show, I'm pretty sure a girl died in the first scene. And everything was a flashback. For real. What was it?
On Snowfall?
No, Queen of the South.
Oh, don't tell me she died. Don't tell me she died. I'm still watching that show.
Wait,
don't tell me she died.
It happens in the very first episode. It happens in the very beginning. She's in the bathroom of this nice place. And you're like, dang, this is nice. This is like, she's really nice. This shit look nice. And you can tell she's a boss. And you're like, okay. And then a bullet just comes through the window.
Because I got to watch it over again because I don't remember none of that.
You know what a really good show is I just found?
What's that?
I found this British show called Luther. It's like one of the best shows I've ever found, dog. It has Idris Elba in it.
Yeah, my girl watched that shit. That's her boy told
That shit's fire. That's one of the best shows I've seen in a while. The British, they're different, bro.
At home, since he like he and my girl dating, apparently, he need to pay some of these bills, pay this laundry, do some laundry or something. I'm tired of this shit.
Nah, bro, they make some great movies over there.
He got the European accent in that one, right?
Yeah. Everybody's British.
He should have been James Bond. I'm still mad about that.
Bro, he would have been clean James Bond. He would have pulled it off so clean.
Ooh.
Who told me that they was gonna do a female James Bond?
Somebody we know.
We said it on this podcast.
Last episode.
I don't know if it was last episode, but we talked about it at one point because you guys were like, it's a black girl.
Okay, cool.
It probably was.
Yeah, and it was like, because people were upset because it's a black woman.
It should have just been Idris. I don't know why they had to go that route. I didn't ask for too much. I just wanted enough to make me happy. I wanted Idris to be there so I could go to the movies with my girl. I could leave her there with him for 2 hours. I'd go do what I got to do. Everybody happy. I'd pick her up when he ready to drop her off. It'd be fun.
Let him play silent. Like, look, bro, I can't do nothing about this. So
matter of fact, her cell phone bill due on the 1st. All this calling y'all be doing. I was real sad. She told me Idris got COVID. I was like, is he okay? Will our rent be paid this month?
Oh, man.
I don't give a fuck about Idris. Idris, I do love you. Ever watch this, though? I do love you. You're a fantastic actor. My mama love you, too. I'm just jealous because all the women in my life think you are the sexier version of me, and it's okay. It's okay.
That's funny.
Man, that's some funny shit. I
think so.
Last movie I saw with him in it was Hobbs and Shaw.
Was he in Hobbs and Shaw? I don't think I saw.
Oh, he was a villain, wasn't he?
He's a villain.
That shit looked mad corny. I refuse to watch that movie. I refuse to watch any of those Fast and Furious movies. That shit just looks mad stupid.
When he was like Black Superman?
Yeah. So, I'll tell you what. It is corny, but if you just watch the action sequences, it's enough. It's enough to make you like...
Is it, bro? Because I feel like they just make the action sequences, ooh, how crazy can we go now? We can go crazy. They have flying cars and shit. Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing at this point? Like, it's just turned into bullshit. It's turned into junk food. That's basically what it is. That's the best way to put it. It turned into junk food.
You know how many Fast and Furious fans are about to be at your neck now?
Bro.
It's junk food, though. You can't tell me it's not junk food. It's like shoving, like, fucking candy and shit down your face. There's no good health. There's not like a good protein, good solid protein, some good vegetables, some fruit, a good solid meal. You can have some wine. It's a good solid meal. I have like a little bit of everything. That's what a Martin Scorsese movie is.
Okay, nah.
The Fast and the Furious movies is like getting some top from a bitch. Sometimes you don't really want to go and wine.
It's fast food.
And get some pussy. You just want to get the top real quick in the car and move. That's what the fast food.
Yeah, but Top's great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Top is great.
It's great.
Especially behind Taco Bell. That shit's crazy.
What does Taco Bell have to do with that? I'm so confused now. Y'all niggas just left. Like we went from Fast and Furious. Look, I agree with y'all. At the same time, I like the franchise, but I think it is a movie. None of the movies are something that you extremely got to pay attention to. I think the one where Paul Walker died is the only one where people went there and actually went and paid attention.
I don't
like in a while.
That was different though. That made that shit like mad emotional.
What's the right order to watch them in? I heard there's a different order to watch them to make them chronological.
Oh man, you just
no, that's not real.
don't hope not.
I thought they said that there's like.
You talking about other than like the release order?
Yeah, like you're supposed to watch 3 first or something.
I was about to say, when does the third one actually really take place? That's the only one, because that's the Tokyo Drift, right?
I believe so.
And at the end,
Tokyo Drift was garbage. Tokyo Drift was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. That bitch had Bow Wow in it. That's how you know it was bad. Bow Wow's only made one good movie in his life.
Like Mike.
The right order.
Like Mike.
Bro, we from Columbus, bro. Don't do Bow Wow like that.
He don't claim us. Fuck Bow Wow. He don't claim Columbus. He claims Atlanta.
I didn't say
fuck that nigga.
I didn't say give him his props, but at the same time, don't disrespect him, man. Actually, fuck that. If he don't
claim Columbus. He claims Atlanta.
Yeah, if he don't claim Columbus, I guess for you. You got the Buckeyes. What they got?
And they say the right order is to watch it in 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, and then Hobbs and Shaw.
Wait, 5, 6, 3.
5, 6, 3, 7, 8. So 3 is the third to the last movie.
That's an interesting shit.
That movie was garbage.
I don't even remember it, but apparently that's the order you're watching.
That's interesting. No, that's interesting.
You learn something new every day, don't you?
Every day, man.
I told you.
Though, those movies, those Fast and Furious movies, the Transformer movies, all those are just nostalgic cash grabs. The only reason they keep making those movies is because people keep going to watch those terrible fucking movies.
Because they're fantastically made. I feel happy every time I watch that movie.
About Batman?
Look,
how was Batman? How was the Batman movies junk food?
Look, I didn't say it's junk food, but it's nostalgic that we just keep going back to. We've had multiple Batman movies.
Yeah, but they reinvent it and they give you a different story every time.
We get one every new decade. We about to get a new one coming up. We had the other one coming
up. But you got to put it in context, Darren. Why are we getting a new Batman movie?
Because people want to keep going back and watching that shit.
No, because people didn't like the last series of movies. People didn't like the Superman movies. People didn't like the Batman vs Superman movie. People didn't like the Justice League movie.
DC fucked up.
People think about this, Darren. People didn't like those movies so much. They're remaking the Justice League movie.
Not really.
I've never seen somebody remake a movie.
Me neither. I ain't never seen. Because have y'all seen the preview for it?
No.
It's 4 hours.
Have you seen Justice League, the first one?
Yeah.
Well, the original one, I should say. Zack Snyder's cut, like director's cut, is 4 hours. But it looks so much better compared to what was already.
But do you know why? They literally went in and refilmed shit. You know what Kanye did with the Life of Pablo? That's literally what they're doing with this movie.
Yeah.
It came out, people didn't like it. It got really bad reviews. They said, "Shit, let's make the ultimate edition with deleted scenes." That was like 3 hours. They added like 30 minutes of new shit that got cut out. And watching that shit, you were like, "Damn, I kind of see why this shit got cut out the movie. It's kind of mad boring. It makes the movie longer." So now they're redoing it again. They redid a movie 2 times with like the same characters. They're just adding shit. They're adding Darkseid. They're adding all types of shit from Apocalypse. They're adding all types of shit. The Green Lantern Corps is supposed to be in it. The Martian Manhunter is supposed to be in it. They're trying to like literally make this like the greatest movie ever.
They're gonna introduce that many characters in 4 hours. Oh my god!
Yeah,
this is either going to be like the worst possible thing ever, or it's going to be like, oh, okay.
I would hate for it to be that long and be bad.
They're gonna need
the first movie was bad.
I gotta leave in between.
But that wasn't as long compared to what you just.
It's the same, but here's the thing: it's the same fucking movie.
Oh,
they're just adding shit.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh well, it just ends the same. Well, it's not gonna end the same if other people are gonna be there.
I think it actually might.
Martial Manhunter's there. Like, how's he gonna kill?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just cameos, so they're gonna be on the screen for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's why.
But we're supposed to get more Black Suit Superman too, so which should be pretty cool. But going back to my basic point, the reason they're rebooting Batman is because the last set of films that they did weren't doing well. Because if you remember,
so what?
Huh?
So fast, you're comparing it to Fast and Furious though. Like it did good. Like I'm just saying, like they keep on making it because it does good. Wait, no, we're not comparing to Fast and Furious. What did you say? Nostalgic? What is nostalgic? No.
nostalgic movies like Transformers and shit.
Yeah, but I compared it when you say Batman is the same, right? You wouldn't say that in the sense that he's saying that nostalgically. We have multiple Batman movies over and over and over. How many more can they do? They just gonna keep
infinite amount, because you got to think the difference between with the Batman movies. Every Batman movie is its own script.
They're doing the Batman Dark Knight now, or not Dark Knight?
It's just the Batman
Beyond. They're doing Batman Beyond now. Because that is not the Batman they're doing with this new Batman. It's like the Batman
it's just Batman. It's just Bruce Wayne.
So when he was the young eccentric billionaire, not like the older one who didn't go through all the other bullshit that they went through with what are the people called? The ninja people.
Can't remember. You talking about the people from you talking about Ra's al Ghul and them?
Yeah.
The League of Assassins?
Yeah, you've seen the cartoon, Batman Beyond?
Yeah.
Okay, so you understand how there's different comics and different universes for each different Batman, right?
Yeah.
So which one is this Batman going to be?
This is a whole new start. This is his own new thing.
That's the thing, bro.
It has no relation to any of the comics.
No. So this is going to be its own script.
So it has the last one.
So here's what to answer your question. It's taking inspiration from The Long Halloween.
Okay,
that's what we think. We don't know that for a fact, but we're pretty sure it's taking inspiration from The Long Halloween. And my theory is, I think it's going to be the Riddler as the main villain, and we're going to get a more detective mystery story out of this Batman movie. That's my prediction.
The Penguin is in it too, right?
We don't know.
I could have sworn the Penguin.
I refuse to watch any trailers till the movie comes out, and I watch it in IMAX.
Wait, you don't watch any trailers for no movies?
For movies that I really want to watch, I don't watch the trailers.
I feel that. Because you can come in just like blank slated, no emotion.
No trailer. Like when I went to go see Endgame, I was in there like, yo,
this is crazy.
What is happening?
I'm gonna let y'all know straight up. The trailer for Mortal Kombat came out.
That shit was crazy.
TJ was telling me about
that. My God.
I looked at it. I didn't watch the trailer, but I read the little thing on IGN.
I don't know what they're going to do with it. Like how it seemed like they're taking it completely in the far back story of Mortal Kombat, and that sounds dope because they're still bringing so many characters that we already know. Honestly,
it's just the characters from the game.
Sub-Zero for life, baby.
But the thing about the Mortal Kombat movie, I wonder how well the story's going to be made because the actual trailer was just showing off how gory it was going to be, and don't get me wrong, it looked amazing and it looked really fucking good, and the CGI looked really fucking good for that trailer. But if the story's really shit, how long are people just going to get off on like the gory parts?
Yeah. That's what I go to Mortal Kombat for.
And now, I think that's going to be a failure then. If it's just gory, you got to still have like some type of.
I think it's going to be a
plot.
I already know the storyline, so I'm not coming for that. I've known it for 20 years.
The thing is,
and if you change them, you're pissed.
All the Mortal Kombat games that have been coming out, all of them they're great stories. Don't get me wrong, like they all base it off the original, but they're great stories. So even if they tell the original story, it gotta be great, right?
Not necessarily. They can also always do their own thing.
As long as they don't make it like how Dragon Ball Evolution was.
Why can't you? Dragon Ball Evolution was like one of the worst pieces of shits I've ever seen in my life. That shit was dumb. They had Goku like in fucking school, bro. I'm like, bro, what is going on right now? That was like one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I was like, those people who made that movie never seen Dragon Ball Z.
That was a cash grab. They was like, oh, this is a hot movie. You got to make it like this. And they said, fuck it, let's do it. Wasn't it made by M. Night Shyamalan?
No way. There's no way.
I'm just fucking around.
I was going to say. He would literally be like the worst director ever if he made that fucking movie.
Y'all remember that Avatar: The Last Airbender, though?
He made that.
That shit was mad boring.
I liked how it looked.
It looked perfect.
But it was mad boring.
It was
mad stale.
Y'all remember how many?
Think about this,
Darren. For Aang just to do one switch through the air, like he had to do at least 5 exercise moves just to do that switch.
But think about this, Darren. The original Avatar, at least the first book, was like 22 episodes, 20 minutes each. Yeah, he tried to stuff all that shit into 2 hours. I don't think the movie was even fucking 2 hours.
Yeah, it was like an hour.
He's trying to stuff all this stuff into this 90-minute movie. And it was just like you try to fit too much, and it's made the plot mad boring, and we're just jumping everywhere.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
That's why when people make live movies about cartoons or / animes, you have to set your expectations low because
I agree.
Like you can't. This shit was coming out every week for the last 7 years. We're here for an hour and a half, so
you gotta impress us.
You got to get to something. You just got to have the money shot.
But do you feel like...
For example, have you seen Naruto?
I love Naruto.
So, like, the whole Zabuza arc would probably be, like, honestly, one movie by itself.
The bridge? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's, like, one movie by itself. If you give that to, like, a Hollywood director, they'll probably try to fit the whole Naruto thing in, like, 2 hours. And that's just not logical.
There'd be no way. That, like how they have all those Bleach movies that have nothing to do with Bleach.
Right.
I think those are fantastic because they take it and make something different.
They do their own thing.
That's fine, but once it becomes, oh, we're gonna compact all of One Piece into 2 hours, like I'm not going to that movie.
It's gonna be bad.
I'm not going to that movie.
Yeah, I might still go to the movie, but I'm not like you said. Expectations just gotta be tempered.
I go to every Dragon Ball movie.
I don't believe that either. I think you should judge it. I think every movie should be judged on the same exact scale.
I think that's what I was just about to say. Don't you think Transformers came through and kind of messed up the game though?
I loved the original Transformers when I was younger. That shit was hot to me.
For superhero movies?
Yeah, but they came in and they did great superhero movies too, though.
Michael Bay.
Transformer only has one good movie, Darren. What are you talking about?
Oh, Transformers, my fault. I meant Avengers, my fault. I'm tripping.
I like.
Okay, so here's the thing about Avengers. Avengers has done something we've never seen in movies before. We've never seen
continuation
that many movies compacted in one storyline over that period of time. It's actually kind of amazing. It was so fucking good. If they said Endgame is the last movie, we're done making Avenger movies for like the next 10 years. We're gonna do some other shit.
We would probably accept it.
I think everybody and their mom will be fine with that. They'd be like, "Damn, that was very satisfying." The past 12 years of that 12-year period was very satisfying, and we're gonna talk about that shit for the next till we die.
Till we get the next stuff. Yeah.
But the crazy part about it is they're still gonna keep fucking going, Darren. This, in theory, can go fucking forever.
In theory, yeah.
My big goal is I want Tom Holland to be like 70 years old, still playing Spider-Man.
CGI
doing like old man Spider-Man, or doing like a Spider-Man Rain version or something. And to see the characters age too. I think that would be so great.
I think Marvel should bring in some of their side characters from because they had them in Netflix, like Daredevil and the Punisher. I think they need to bring those into the actual movies as well.
No, they're fine.
They tried Daredevil.
So
Daredevil
what they're actually doing is, if you notice,
they tried it twice.
If you notice, they're having like a bunch of Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
Currently going on right now, they have this show called WandaVision, which is amazing. That show is fire, dog. They're doing really well with that. They have a Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier show coming out. Yeah. And hopefully, the theory is that they might be able to get the dude from Daredevil, the Netflix show. They'll try to get him back so they can give him a Disney Plus show.
Oh, wow.
But that's kind of a long shot.
I don't know how.
Because all that shit was owned by Netflix.
I don't know how that last season ended for him. But once again, the problem is that DC, whoever is in charge of that, should have started doing that in like 2015 or 2013 with Superman and just started building. Because when you started seeing it with Avengers, you started being like, man, this is really great. They got Thor, they got the Hulk, they got Iron Man, they got Spider-Man, they got Captain America, they got Black Panther, and everybody goes to their own part of the world.
Justice League better.
So you know the real problem was though. Think about this. Before the first Iron Man movie, which came out like 2008.
Yeah.
Iron Man and most of those Hulk, Thor, they're honestly like D-list superheroes. They weren't very popular. The movies are what made them popular. Marvel's A-list character is Spider-Man. That's their most popular character, and he's A-list. Everybody knows who Spider-Man is. People didn't know who Iron Man was like that, unless you were kind of a super comic book nerd. They made these characters part of like culture the way we haven't seen before. The thing with DC is they try to do what Marvel did in like 2 movies. They try to do what Marvel did in like 4 or 5 movies in 2. And they rushed it, and it showed, and you could show, and it showed in the product. Yeah. You can tell it's rushed, and you guys are just trying to catch up instead of just trying to set it up and make good movies. They didn't set anything up. They were just shoving everything in. There's no fucking reason. Superman should have fucking died in that movie. Then they had him go back to life at like 5 minutes later. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, what are we doing? He died and came back to life 5 minutes later.
It was a while later.
It seemed like a couple months.
It was 5 minutes. Doomsday killed him, and at the end of the movie, they were like, "Oh, he might be back alive." Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing at this point? If you're that was probably the most shocking point of the movie. The only point people can actually grip with and take away from that whole movie, and you fucked it up. Yeah, and you fucked it up.
I like when
you can't kill the Wonder Kid in the first movie, man. Come on. You got to stay alive. He's got to bring that cash in.
They try to do too much shit. They try to do the whole death of Superman, then Superman comes back. They're like, you're trying to do too much shit. You need to condense your shit to one story, focus on that story, and use that story to set up the rest of your stories. And that's what Marvel is so fucking good at. I think Marvel only has 3 bad movies. And you can argue they're not bad. They're just not as good as the other ones. That's Thor 1, Thor 2, and what am I missing? Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I like Ant-Man and the Wasp.
That movie was garbage. That villain was garbage. Like, what was the villain? Who was the villain?
Wasn't it like a invisible person that could go small at the same time?
What was her name? What was her villain name? You don't know. You know why? Because that movie was shit.
Bro, I can't name most villains though, bro. That's not right. I know Loki, Killmonger, and that's like
you named a couple villains.
And Thanos, but that's bro. Those are main ones. Y'all know Loki. Y'all know because he ends up with everybody else. Y'all know Killmonger, and y'all know Thanos. Y'all know them.
They were Loki.
Have you seen all the Marvel movies?
I don't believe so.
Okay, I've seen every single one of those bitches.
I've seen everyone though.
It's only 3 bad ones.
The Wasp it was during COVID, like last April.
I thought it was.
Did you like it? I didn't like that movie at all. I fell asleep. It was a mad boring.
I didn't like the Captain America movie. That movie was trash to me.
Which one? The first one?
The first one. Didn't like
the first one was pretty good. I liked the first one.
Didn't like the Hulk movie. Thor 1 was kind of boring, but it was cool.
You didn't like the original Hulk movie?
No.
I like the Hulk movie.
With what's his name?
Not the guy, the Hulk now. The guy
no. I forget his name though. It's like Edward something.
Ed Norton.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So fun fact. He was supposed to be in like the whole big Marvel movies, but he wanted more money, so they didn't. So they got Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. Now he's Saudi.
Yeah. Now he's Saudi as fuck.
Saudi
well, maybe not. He's still a really good actor, but I just think that's funny.
But you're talking about taking your star of fame, because wasn't he in what movie was that in the 90s? That was like a big movie where he was Fight Club. Was it Fight Club? Is that what's called?
Yep.
He was in that, but if you would have went into the
superhero game,
where your star is going bigger and bigger at that point.
Yeah, he's already known as a really good actor.
Yeah, I mean he is a good actor, but
I really like Mark Ruffalo though. Mark Ruffalo is really good as a Hulk.
He actually produced his own movie too.
Fun fact: really do you know the reason they never made a Hulk movie after that? No. The Hulk is owned by Universal, so they never made a Hulk movie. So that's why you always see Hulk only like in the Avengers movies, or he made that guest appearance in Thor 3 as like a side character. And what they gave us in Thor 3 though was like that World War Hulk scene, and they gave Hulk like his own little mini movie per se. Which was pretty fucking cool.
Movie. That's what's up. Yeah.
But that's the reason they never made a Hulk movie, because Universal owns it, so they can't make any Hulk movies.
So how'd they do War Hulk?
They didn't. It was a Thor movie. That's how they got away with it.
But they can still use his likeness.
Yeah, they still used them in the movie and made him like kind of a side character. It was really smart.
Real quick, Rob, you said something about the hot takes going into 2020, right?
Oh, okay. Hip hop hot takes for 2021.
What is this?
Just like, what do you think? What's not the craziest thing? What is the craziest thing that you think might happen in this whole next decade in hip hop?
Craziest thing?
Well, not the craziest, but like, give me a hot take.
Hot take. I'm about to start it off crazy. I think J. Cole and Drake both retire within the next 10 years. Within the next decade. Yeah, I'm just going decade. Drake and
Drake's making too much money to retire.
I think 5 years is kind of a lot.
I think Drake.
They might retire before that.
I think they retire. That's my hot take.
I hope Drake never retires though.
Wow. I think they retire.
I hope Drake makes music till he's like 50.
At least they retire from music, and they might do bigger things outside of music. But we're still gonna see them. But they're gonna retire albums. Yeah. Okay. Retire from dropping albums. Maybe they'll pop up on the feature once in a while.
That's a good one. What do I think is gonna happen in hip hop? I'm putting this into the universe. Wayne and DJ Drama gonna finish Dedication all the way up to 10. We're gonna get all the way to 10.
What they at now? Ain't they at like 6 right now?
We're gonna get to 10 in the next 10 years.
Okay. I like that one.
I'm putting that in the universe from Big Wayne up there.
9 dedications. That is.
We gotta get to the 10th dedication. Dedication 10. Woo! I'm gonna take my shirt off. Just to run through the house. The last dedication had too many signs. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, man, you gotta count.
I didn't know what to do.
You gotta count. Yeah, man, you gotta count with that. It's like 2.
That's 2 dedications. We actually on dedication 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got one.
Yours.
How about this? I think a female is going to be the best rap artist in more than 2 years this decade.
Speaking of females, that is great rap artists. We just seen not Big Lotta. What's her name?
Mulatto.
Young M.A.'s one video.
Young M.A. Young
M.A. What's the video called? That was like
the Ernie Banks one.
Or it was called like Drill Time or
Drill Music or something like that.
Like she makes good music, bro. Her vibe is kind of like really nice.
She was vibing in that bitch. I was in the couch geeked. I was like, this bitch can flow, man.
I think like a minute in, I was like, yo, she's killing this.
I wish we could play it without getting sued.
But that was amazing.
She got it. If you can go to YouTube, put in Young M.A. and you're gonna see some hot shit.
That was. I don't know. She needs to be mentioned in the combination, or at least in the categories. The discussion
of what?
Of best female hip hop artist.
I don't think so.
She's fantastic.
I think her. She's fantastic. Her Rap City and No Name don't get no love compared to the other people. I'm not gonna throw their names out there.
What's wrong? You throwing that's shady. That's shady as fuck there. I think Meg and Cardi B. I think they're gonna run this next decade. I think either one of them or both of them are going to be like the best rapper of one of these years.
I respect that, and I'm saying from my own opinion. I don't care about anybody else's opinion. Your opinion is your opinion. I'm still saying Young M.A., Rap City, and No Name are all better, in my opinion, than Cardi B and Megan.
I like Young M.A. I've been Big Lotto, and I like Lotto. Yeah, I can't remember the bitch name. It's gonna come to me. I remember it. It's gonna be like a.
You know who Rico Nasty is? I really like Rico Nasty.
What song was it?
What song did she got? I don't know how to sing it. It's kind of a vibey thing.
Also, another hot take: the South is gonna have to give up his grip. At least Atlanta, they're gonna give up that grip on music soon.
Yeah, it's gonna go back to New York.
It's either on New York,
Pop Smoke was gonna do it.
Or Chicago.
Smoke was gonna bring it back, but he got Pop. He got Pop in the West Coast.
Yeah, that's why I was telling you that yesterday, right? I was like, bro, Pop Smoke. I feel like Pop Smoke would have brought New York.
Pop and Young M.A. together,
bro. Pop,
they would have killed it.
M.A. Davies. The only glitch that New York got on the only black eye that they got on them is Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh,
that's only because he keep popping up. he keep on.
I got Jim Jones gonna get him hit.
Think so?
In the next 10 years, Jim Jones gonna get him smoked.
So you calling Tekashi's gonna die within the next 10 years?
Jim Jones gonna smoke him.
That's funny.
I think somebody tried to touch him. I think somebody.
He said he gonna get super violated.
Super
violated.
I think somebody just gonna say fuck that security one day and say, all right.
I mean, you think?
But here's my thing, Darren. I think somebody
long enough to keep almost taking bullets from him. Eventually, his money's gonna run out. Nobody's buying his fucking albums. He's not touring. Yeah, he's not gonna have enough money soon. And that's when Jimmy gonna pop up on him at the bodega. Just
he better hope at that point he can go into witness protection. At that point,
at that point it's too late.
Think about this. I learned some game over the weekend about the music industry. You remember he signed that that deal for like a couple like 1 or 2 albums for like $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
There's no way that the last album he dropped made that money. So that means I think he still owes his label money.
Probably.
Yeah.
He probably still owes his label like a shit ton of money.
Yeah, I can see that. He's not gonna recoup that though.
Because the way dude was, I think it was Joe actually. The way he was explaining it was he was saying that basically when you see somebody get that money, like they signed like a 2-album deal for like $20 million, you basically owe that money back to the company until you make that $20 million back.
I thought they gave you that money to produce your next couple albums.
Yes, it's an investment, but that's what you still have to give that money back, and they're still going to be the first person to eat from that.
They need to make their money back.
So if you put out your first album and they gave you all creative control and shit, and that shit flops, they're going to be on your ass.
He more than likely about to either disappear forever because nobody's going to keep listening to him, and then they're never going to get that money back from him, and he's never going to be able to release music again because they're just always going to need
just over
contract. Or he keeps on dropping music and dropping.
He can go back to being a SoundCloud rapper.
They might own his music so much that he can't
even do the SoundCloud. He better go back to.
Well, he can still release free music on SoundCloud.
We don't know about that.
Isn't that what happened to Uzi?
We don't know what that contract said.
Isn't that what happened with Uzi? He could have dropped nothing.
Yeah. Then Megan, she was in a bad deal at the beginning of her career.
But here's my thing, Darren. Are these really bad deals, or was it a good deal at the time for you, and you just blew up so big it's not a good deal anymore?
No, he signed that deal while he was in jail. So any deal while you were in jail is a good deal. I don't care.
I'm talking about Megan. But I'm talking about Megan.
Then ask me the question another time.
I kind of forgot it, dog. I said, was it a bad deal if at the time? Because at the time when she signed that deal, I guarantee that wasn't a bad deal. It only became a bad deal after she blew up. Because you got to remember that deal that I think you're talking about. That was with her original people that she signed with.
Yeah, it was a bad deal.
And that's what kind of helped her blow up. So you can argue that it's a bad deal, but without them, you can argue that she wouldn't have blown up. They gave her more eyes to put on her.
Well, that's great. Why would you sign somebody with something where you would profit more off of your talent? Wouldn't you want your talent to produce more?
Because when you first sign, she's probably coming from not that much money.
She didn't make that much off of her first.
She didn't make no money.
But compared to what she was making before that, it was probably some money. So if it was like one album for like $50,000, for somebody with no money, $50,000 is still a lot of money. But let's say that album makes $10 million. How much money should she get? That's when it becomes a bad deal. It wasn't a bad deal at the time.
I don't know.
It was grimy. If I gave you that deal and you popped, would you be salty?
Of course, everybody would be salty. But if you gave me that deal and I didn't pop, would I still be salty? Or would you be salty? You see what I'm saying?
Still shitty.
I mean, once again,
it's a shitty deal.
So question: if you gave me that deal and I didn't pop, would you think it was a shitty deal because you didn't make money off of it?
Yes. If I didn't make money off of it, it's a shitty deal.
Correct. That's what it is.
Now, if we go the other way around and I make a deal and I make money off it and you didn't, it is still a shitty deal because both parties are not an equal investment. Like, that's a shitty deal.
Well, it's not that it wasn't an equal investment. They just made way more money and she became way more popular than she became one of the biggest rappers in the game. She's probably she's probably, if not the first, the second most popular female rapper right now.
Yeah.
So you got to think about that. When you made somebody the second best female rapper in the world, or the second biggest, most popular female rapper in the world, I want my money off that.
Yeah. You gotta pay me.
Even if you do want to go over to some other company because they're a little bit bigger and they probably pay you a little bit more money, cool. Just give me my part. Give me my cut for what I helped you do. And that's why I feel like people miss.
That's fair. That's fair enough. I'm still salty about it, but yeah, that's fair.
I mean, she got out of the deal. Everything's good now.
I mean, for her, who cares? Not for the people that signed her. They probably got
they got paid. They had to release her out the deal, so I'm pretty sure they got paid out of it. So you good?
Everybody got paid. That's all I care about.
All right.
Let live and love free.
I don't care if they get paid at all. I don't care about my pockets.
Everybody got paid. It's
savage.
That's how you're supposed to live, man. What would Jesus do?
All right, Rob, go ahead. Bring us home, man.
All right. Well, thank y'all for sitting with us through another podcast. Make sure y'all go check us out on our social medias on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Check us out on YouTube. We're live every Sunday. My name's Rob. I'm with my co-host Darren in LA. Peace out. I probably should say something about the Purple Pill podcast. This is the Purple Pill podcast. Peace out.